Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today I appreciate you stopping by. Today's beer comes from Treehouse Brewing. Excuse me. Mm. Uh, this is their Bright, and this one is done with Galaxy hops. They've done multiple variations of the Bright with different hops. And I did one not long ago that Greg had sent me, I think, and it was the Citra version. This one is Galaxy. Uh, and he writes a little note that he sent. Bright with Galaxy from Treehouse. He says his brother Adam picked this one up to brewery and asked me to forward it to you. And he also reminds me I had the version of Bright with Citra. So I want to thank Adam and Greg. Adam for taking the time to go by the brewery and thinking of little old me and forwarding this to his brother Greg, and so he could include it in his beer mail package. So got multiple family members up there with Greg and Adam, and I think his dad has actually picked up some stuff for me, and maybe some other friends. So I do appreciate it. That's awesome. I have the best damn subscribers in the world. Send me all these wonderful beers, and people ask me all the time, "How do you get your hands on this?" or "Where did you pick this up?" And I have to tell them that they were sent to me. So I feel very blessed. Uh, all right, this is a 7.8 percenter here on this one, guys. According to Beer Advocate, and I think Untapped is going to have the same thing. Yep. And we don't have the IBUs. They keep that information secret up there in New England for some reason. But 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It does have the date on the bottom of it, and it was canned on April the 18th, and today is the 1st of May. So not quite 2 weeks old. Pretty damn fresh. So I feel very blessed that I get these beers sent to me, and I feel very blessed that they're as fresh as they are, man. I can't even get beers brewed around here that fresh. So, that's all we need to talk about. So the commercial description says Bright with Galaxy, the clean and elegant showcase for our favorite Southern Hemisphere. So, Galaxy is an extraordinarily unique and distinctive hop, and presented here, it offers flavors of ripe pineapple, lemon lime, and orange sorbet. A light body and fluffy mouthfeel makes this beer such a pleasure to drink. We love the Bright series for its individualism as it allows the pure character of the hop to shine, foregoing the hop compound biotransformation that contributes depth, complexity, and originality to our core Treehouse IPAs. With this beer, you get pure Galaxy candy, and what a sweet treat it is. And Treehouse makes some outstanding world-class beers, guys. Especially in the New England style, they have got nailed down. So, all right, that is it. Big 16-ounce can, plain Jane silver can with a stick-on label. That tells me they're concentrating on what's inside the can rather than having a bunch of fancy printed-up cans. So I appreciate them doing that. I just assume that all the beer companies do that. Instead of spending money on a fancy printed-up can that's going to get either recycled or thrown in the trash, that they spend their money on just a plain Jane can with a stick-on label. So let's get it on. It is time to pop the top. And if I was a guessing man, I would say this is going to be a juice bomb. So, and it's a big 16-ounce can. We won't get it all in the original pour here. And it may pour a little clear here, and the back end will get cloudy. Food pairing cuisine is barbecue, cheeses, peppery, Monterey pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar, your stronger cheeses, meats, game, grilled meat, and salmon. Glass bar snipped or tulip oversized wine glass. And of course, Beer Advocate said you can because it's considered a double IPA. But don't do that, guys. Drink them fresh. Fairly carbonated too. And we're going to shake this up so we get it in there. It's not too cloudy right now, but I got a feeling that's going to change a little bit when we get the back end pour in there. A little over a finger of head. Like I said, fairly clear right now, guys, but I got a feeling that's going to change when we do the back end pour here before I go off camera. Good looking beer, nice rich amber color. To the nose we go. Very nice, very citrusy. Hints of melon, grapefruit, oranges. And since they're using Southern Hemisphere hops, it usually gives a spicy note to it. I'm not getting that on the nose. It's cold right out of the fridge. It smells very, very nice, guys. Unfortunately, it's not off the chain aroma right now, but like I said, that may change when we pour the back end in. Everybody can see it's fairly clear. I can see the light bulb right through it, guys. It's got a chill haze to it, but like I said, I got a feeling that's going to change, and y'all will see the difference in just a minute. Let's dive in, see what we got. Drive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Greg. Cheers, Adam. Thank you both. That's tasty, but like I said, the hop presence and the hop taste, to me right now, is a little subdued. I'm hoping it's going to change when I pour that back end in there. Very pleasant. Alcohol is super well hidden. Awesome lacing. It's already left on the glass. It's time. Let's pour this in there and see how much it changes. Look at that. Oh yeah. That was like pouring orange juice out of the jug right in there on that last bit. So you got to realize, even though some not quite even 2 weeks old, you will get some settling on these New England style beers. And basically some other beers. That changed it drastically, guys. And I kind of figured it would. Now it looks like orange juice. It looks exactly like orange juice. Looked like we poured orange juice in that last little bit in that can. Unbelievable. And that looks exactly like a glass of orange juice. It's got that bright orangey color. It is super cloudy. I can't see any light at all through it now, guys. So I know that's going to change it. It's a lot more citrusy on the nose. I'm getting tangerines and oranges, pineapple, maybe even some peaches or apricots in there, some lighter fruit notes. This goes to show you how much it can change from that last little bit that I poured in the can where everything had settled down. And I've had people say, roll the can around and all that. And I've tried that, guys, but it hasn't worked for me. So until you get that last little bit in there, and I probably could have poured it and it'd have been up to the top of the rim, and then I'd be spilling it all over myself and not room for my nose to get in there. So we're going to continue to do it the way I do it. And like I said, I always try to pour that back end pour all before I go off camera. Let's see what we taste like now. That kicked it up multiple notches. I am getting that strong hot grapefruity orange tropical fruit notes in it now, and being a Southern Hemisphere hop, a slight hint of some spiciness in there, not like the Australian or the New Zealand hops, but it's there. I can taste a slight hint of a little bit of spiciness in there. Delicious. Alright, guys, before I sit here and drink it in front of you, we're going to let it warm up as I sip on it, let her have some, if I can pry it out of her hand once she gets a hold of it, and we'll come back and see where this one falls in the grade. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just to the left here. Outstanding, very impressive, world class. I would buy these guys' beers religiously if they were distributed here, but they are not. You have to go to the brewery to get your hands on them. There may be some select brew pubs or bars that actually get their beers. I'm not sure, but most of the time you have to go to the brewery to get them. So I wish they would get big enough where they would start distributing some of this stuff. I probably would say that it'll probably never ever come to the point where we're going to see them down here in Virginia. But, well, we can only hope. Just about 99% of the stuff they do is outstanding world-class guys. And I'd say 100% of what they do is usually always an A beer. I'd be very surprised to think that anything that even the darker beers are very impressive. So whoever the brewmaster is there has definitely got it figured out how to brew an exceptional, outstanding beer. So awesome lacing. Look at the lacing on this glass. It's absolutely outstanding. A very high quality, well made beer. And I enjoy them every time I get a package from Greg, and it has these beers from Treehouse and Trillium and some of the other ones up in New England and Hill Farmstead that do these outstanding beers. I feel very blessed. So final choke. Awesome, guys. If you're not in the vicinity up in Massachusetts where these guys are at, might need to make a trip, especially if you're into this style of beer, these New England style IPAs and double IPAs. These guys at Treehouse and amongst others have got it figured out. Absolutely do. Awesome. So 10 for me, guys. Absolutely 100. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 4.43. Outstanding numbers from those guys, and that's what they say. Outstanding, because it is. Untapped has it at 4.41. That would also be in the outstanding range also. Not the best numbers I've seen there, but there's no reason for me personally, in my opinion, not to give this beer a 10. I can't think of a single thing that I would say to change it to make it any better. And them doing different variations with different hops gives us a chance to taste a little bit of something different with each one. Most of them have that very typical piney, grapefruit, pineapple, but some are more intense than others depending on the hops that they use, and I think all of them are very well made. So with that being said, if you've had this one from Treehouse, this is their Bright with Galaxy hops. Let me know what you think. I think it's awesome. Damn, I wish I could get them here. I do. I just feel so sad that none of the breweries around here are producing anything to this magnitude or this quality in this style. So, Greg, you're lucky that you have so many available to you in the Massachusetts and Vermont and Rhode Island areas that are producing these outstanding world-class beers. You're a lucky guy, and I feel like I'm a lucky guy because you send some of them to me. So, guys, if you've had this one from Treehouse, the Bright with Galaxy, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.